Hey, what's going on, world? It's GodMix.net. You're now tuning into the Mix Report. Hold on for our sponsors.
Mhm.
Live from Houston, Texas. Got Mix News presents The Mix Report, the podcast where you can stay in the mix with sports and entertainment news.
Oh man, we're out here. Shout out to the West Coast, man, Long Beach Poly to be exact. I got young Tyson. This young man definitely
Yes,
has a
sir.
story. Newly Grambling commit, Hugh Jackson. What's your story for those that might not know, man? Where did it all start for you?
Where it all started for me, as far as getting my name out there, I'd say was probably my junior year. As far as getting my name out here, but as far as football really starting off, was probably when I was 5 and I started playing for the Fountain Valley Barons, flag football. From there it just snowballed and I made it to this far.
Man, that is awesome, man. Talk a little bit about, man. I know you have a background of being from the poly background. Can you talk a little bit about explain that heritage on that upbringing and how important it is to you?
Just going to poly it was a big thing for me. Just being around so much culture, so much heritage, so much tradition. Poly breeds talent, whether it be in music, whether it be in entertainment, football, anything. So just being around poly, I've gotten and received a lot of love, whether I was playing football or not, and that's one big thing. Me leading into going to Grambling as well, because a lot of that tradition and culture helped a lot, and I feel it's more comfortable, and I feel it's just the same as going to Long Beach Poly, which is great.
Man, that's awesome. And I got a chance to meet you, you and your brothers and your pops at the SB Elite National Camp. Man, talk about how big it was for you to be have the opportunity to compete with kids from other states and other parts of the world.
hmm that was a big thing. The SPE Elite Camp actually helped me and my brothers. That article that you guys had did on me helped a lot. Just going to get kids from, a lot of kids from the South, from the East Coast. It helped me display my talent, and it made me a better player. Getting a taste of a little bit of everything and not just Cali.
Man, that is awesome, man. Um, who I seen you just mossing people this season. I saw a whole lot of mossing, saw a whole lot of swagger. Who do you pattern your game after?
I say I pattern my game after most likely is Keenan Allen. One reason why I, I say Keenan Allen is because I study him all the time. I don't watch so much film, so many highlights, and just his route running, and he's not the fastest guy, just like me, and he's very tall, and so I pattern my game after Keenan Allen.
Man, what's your go-to play when the quarterback when Mr. Kirkendall's back there, and what is your go-to route? If he says, "Hey, yeah, I got one route in me, we got one play," what route is it?
Off tops fade streak, and that's because I like to get big on people. I like to show off my height, show off my length, and I got a quarterback that can put it there.
Man, no, that's awesome, man. Uh, what regimen? I see y'all are always training. How big has your dad being in your life, your brothers? Talk a little bit about that family bond. Take me on a Saturday journey on what's going on at the Bordeaux household.
So during our in our household, my dad will always take us out early morning. Probably at 10 or so, or before that, to get a quick little workout in, and then during the day, we'll just vibe and we'll hang out as a family. Enjoy each other, and having my dad in my life, that's a big impact because I know for sure I wouldn't be here without him.
Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Um, Having that sibling rivalry, I seen just saw. I got a chance to see the St. Brown brothers go at it. Um, how competitive does it get at the house? And just for the viewers out there, give me something that's maybe minute to others. Is it the first one to the table? Is it the first one to clean up some chores. How competitive does it get? And give me an example of things that y'all compete about growing up, or and now that you're the big brother on the block. Talk a little bit about that, being that example for the ones coming.
Yes, sir. For us, it's very competitive. One example that I'll probably give you of us being competitive is us playing basketball. One on ones. We go at it almost all the time. We haven't played basketball in a minute, so we've been competing over the video game. That's a big thing for us. We just have that a competitive nature in us. I think we get it from our mom off tops.
Man, that is cool. What would you say most memorable competitive moment between the three of y'all that have had? Got a chance, as you can see, LaMelo Ball, the Ball brothers, when they were younger, he got a chance to cross Lonzo. Allegedly, we're going to say alleged because Lonzo is not fessing up to that. He's saying it could have been possibly a slip. But talk a little bit about that. What's a moment that just stands out with you and the brothers going at it, and Pops also just pushing y'all to compete with one another? Give the people a moment where you ended up on top, of course.
Okay, so a moment I say when it happens very often is like I said on the basketball court. We do one on ones, and then I'll play against everybody. I'll beat everybody, and actually, a couple times my brother Titus had actually beaten me, so that surprised me a couple times. And a big moment I say that happened between our family that was very competitive is when my brother Titus mossed me with one hand. We was doing receiver versus DB one on ones out of the front yard.
Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. And talk about, man, a lot of people don't realize the HBCUs big on education. A lot of people don't understand Long Beach Poly. They always talk about the athletic side, but that slogan, Long Beach Poly, home of scholars and champions. Talk a little bit about educate the people on Poly academics, Long Beach Poly academics, as well as Grambling academics.
As far as poly academics, we probably have one of the greatest programs, all in Southern California, with just so many different programs to choose from, to what career you want to pursue in for college. Poly helps a lot with that. Poly is actually more big on, I feel, academics than they are on sports. It's just everybody thinks Poly is underrated in the academic part, which is very not true. We are very high in the academic parts. Poly has helped me a lot with my academics, and I thank him for that. And, Grambling, academically, one of the big things that I had on my mind when I was committing was that I knew that Grambling would take care of me and still push me, even if I wasn't playing football. And, that was a big thing when I committed.
Man, talk a little bit about that commitment. How did that thing come about, man? I heard a little brief background on it, man. Educate the people on how did that whole Gremlin thing come about?
So it's actually a funny story. How the whole thing came about was actually I seen Travis Hunter commit to Jackson State the week of my offer that Grambling had offered me. And so I had told my dad I want to go to HBCU. I want to go to Grambling because Grambling had always been on my mind. And I've always been talking about Grambling. I followed them on social media. So that was a big thing. And then I remember me and my dad, we had DM'd Coach Hugh Jackson on Instagram and told him to check out my highlights. And the next day, which was a Saturday, he hit us and he called us and we were on the phone with him and we were talking. And he said he would make an offer happen for me. And within 2 days, the next Monday in the morning, he offered me.
Man, that is awesome, man. That's life changing, man. To have something like that happen in your life. Tell a little bit, the viewers, a little bit about something that they probably wouldn't know about you, that's unique about you, that stands out. Whether it be a favorite food or whether it be just something about you that would be rare that someone might not know about.
Yeah. Okay. So what a lot of people don't know is my first sport was actually basketball. That was my first love. Playing basketball. That's something that I feel that made me want to play football. I played basketball since I was about 4. I had my own hoop in the living room. I played basketball almost every day. I just love basketball. And then actually I outgrew basketball when I was a sophomore. I gave basketball up and started pursuing my career in football. And one thing about me, I say my favorite food is Mexican food. I love Mexican food.
Man, that is awesome, man. Y'all got one of my favorite wide receiver coaches out there down over there at Long Beach Poly High School, Josiah Blandon. Talk about him being a big receiver. Got a chance to get to know him a little bit this off season, as well as knowing him from when he played. A lot of people don't know, man. We go back, but talk a little bit about how has he helped you? Him being a big receiver, how has that helped your game?
That's helped impacted my game a lot. It's helped me so much. From the first day I met him, he already told me, he's like, you're a bigger receiver. I'm going to teach you how to play big. And, from that day on, he's been a big impact. Even when I wasn't one of his main receivers, his starting receivers, even when I was just a young buck, he would still take time to meet with me and go out to the park and train me and my brothers. And, Coach JB helped a lot with his journey, for sure, for sure.
Man, that's awesome. Anybody you just want to thank out there for this whole process, and just in a nutshell, people that that might not always get the accolades. Anybody you want to put out there that really influenced you, inspired you, and becoming the man that you are today?
One person that influenced me is my mother. I say my mother helped me a lot, not just in football, but as a person and in the academic part. My mom always pushed me. She never settled.
Yes, sir. You've had some big moments. Biggest moment of your career last season as far as in game. What moment stands out to you the most?
The moment that stands out to me the most was the last game we played, and my brother Titus had scored one of our last touchdown against Sarah. And, just seeing my little brother score, brought excitement to me. And, of course, I'm always there to support him. Just knowing that it's my little brother out there. We done been through the thick and thin. We done worked out so many times. This is the type of plays we live for. And just seeing him score brought so much excitement to me, so much joy.
Man, that's awesome. Um, Last but not least, a lot of people don't know, man, state championship. Talk about that moment. Long Beach Poly got an opportunity to win one, as usual. Back when I was in high school, I went to Long Beach Millikan. Shout out to the Rams. uh, but I heard back in the day they said a guy told me that everybody in Moore League wanted to be a jackrabbit. So that could be true, neither here nor there. But I definitely have so much respect. I had so many former teammates, friends, man, that attended Long Beach Poly, and it was like a family reunion every time. Even though we played each other, it was always like a family reunion. Um, they won state championship back then when I was in high school. They won one currently while you're in high school. How was that moment for you?
Just winning our CIF championship, it was probably one of the greatest moments in my football life. Off tops, just getting there for something that we worked for so hard for before that, and just going through all the obstacles. A lot of our teammates, family members were passing, and just going through COVID, having the chance to actually be able to still play football. It was great. And to be my last season at Long Beach Poly to win that CIF and bring back our 20th CIF for the school was amazing.
Man, that's awesome. State your name for the camera, high school you attend, college you're going to, and let them know I just got mixed.
Yes, sir. I'm Tyson Bordeaux. I go to Long Beach Poly. I'm a receiver, class of 2022. I just recently committed to Grambling State on Christmas Day, and I just got mixed.
Yes, sir. Man, have a good one, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.